some NFL talk for you guys too, man. Keenan Allen, they're saying he's going to be a cap cut option. They're going to possibly release him to save some money with the Chargers. I think this is an interesting move for the Bears, possibly making another receiver be available, 30 years old. He's going to be 31 in April. So obviously a guy in the later stages of his career, but this guy is still one of the most underrated receivers in the league. I'm a huge Bears fan, but somewhere else I would want him to go. Let's think about it. Baltimore. Now, Baltimore always picks up wash receivers, Sammy Watkins, Deshaun Jackson, all these older guys. Get a guy like Keenan Allen that could be your number one option for a couple more years. He's still putting up great numbers. After the injury this year, he was still putting up he put up good numbers in the couple weeks he played this year, in the games he played, still looking like that number one receiver besides Mike Williams. So I really like a move like this for Baltimore because this is something they'd be waiting to get. Him and Rashad Bateman, and then you got those two tight ends, Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends in the league. This team would be solid. The only thing, too, is you got to re-sign Lamar. Don't put him on the franchise tag. I know people have been saying about that. Don't do that shit. Don't do that because you're going to lose him the next year. You need to value this guy, Lamar Jackson. Once he's on the team, once he's playing, this Ravens team is a Super Bowl team every fucking year. Defensively, they're a Super Bowl team. They have a Super Bowl defense for many years to come because they have a lot of talented young pieces on this defense. Roquan Smith now, he's going to be watching film with Ray Lewis in the offseason, so his play is going to elevate possibly even more. He's a top 5 linebacker in the league. And then Marlon Humphrey, corners you got defensively, you got some stout guys. Justin McAdoo, he's a great interior, underrated interior defensive lineman. So you got guys on the defense. You add a couple more pieces, obviously, defensively via free agency, bring it back. Justin Houston, you got guys. You're going to be Super Bowl contention. Now, if Lamar plays, you're right there. I think they're right there. You bring in, Eric Bieniemy as your offensive coordinator. That things get spicy, things get interesting. And, offensively, re-sign some of those guys on the offensive line. This Baltimore Ravens team is right fucking there. The Chiefs, the Bengals, the Bills, they're right there with those teams. We saw them get the Bengals fits with Tyler Huntley. If he doesn't stick the ball out on the end zone, they win that game, possibly. Who knows what could happen? They win that game with fucking Snoop Huntley. They win that game. And they're right there if Lamar Jackson's in there. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do this offseason. I think they need to for sure make their quarterback happy because, what message does that send to the locker room? You got a bunch of studs on this defense. Like, they're never going to get paid. If their franchise quarterback won't even get paid, will they even want to stay in Baltimore? Like, who knows what's going to happen with that? But definitely Lamar Jackson, that's the number one thing you need to shore up. You bring him a guy like Keenan Allen to Baltimore. The Ravens are my Super Bowl contender, Super Bowl favorite next season if they make that move in the offseason. Or get a guy like Michael Thomas. Get some of these guys that you could possibly get for cheap. You make those kind of moves, you bring back Lamar, you make him happy. Like I said, the Ravens could play with anybody in the AFC. It doesn't matter. The Chiefs, all that. It doesn't matter. But like I said, like I always say at the end of these videos, keep checking out with the content. Keep watching. We're going to be covering every news, every rumor. I don't give a fuck if it's Ball Sack Sports putting out a rumor. We're going to talk about it. Don't worry. We'll keep you updated to stay up with our content. Check out the 6-Man Blitz Instagram, 6-Man Blitz Twitter. Check out the TikTok, MH23FF. Keep up to date with our content we're putting out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And as always, peace. Rumors are coming out that the Chicago Bulls are said to be active during this trade deadline, which I love. I think, people are saying we should just rebuild, sell the house, all that stuff. I don't think we should do that. Now, I think maybe next season, you miss out on the playoffs.